Hello and welcome to Morning Coffee with Maddog Merv. I have swallowed several frogs, I'm sure. Very, very rough voice this morning. But Merry Christmas tomorrow to y'all. Happy Christmas Eve today. Let's see what we got going on the channel, shall we?
Welcome to Morning Coffee.
Maddog Merv today.
Got our French roast this morning again. I wonder I'm a big fat guy. I mean,
And then
holy
they
cow.
I always had a schmear.
He's probably going for bagels. He's trying to steal.
Oh my gosh, I can't even believe it.
I have no clue.
And I got a bunch of chores to do. Oh, who wants to do that?
So for today's shout out, it's again more of a thank you and a recognition to my friend from across the pond, Pete from Pete's Model Car Customs. Actually sent me a couple of submarines that he really, I don't think he really knew that I do a lot, used to do a lot of 700 scale ships, including submarines. In fact, I have the entire Pacific fleet between Pearl Harbor and Guadalcanal. I have the entire U.S. fleet in 700 scale. Also, the Japanese fleet from that same time period I have as well. So this will be a great addition, and this is going to be fun. I actually might build this for a contest. So thanks to my friend Pete from Pete's Model Car Customs. And yes, I have a care package on my way to him soon. I just have to decide what deviant things I want to put in it. So Pete's Model Car Customs, check out his channel. Well, last week we had an update on the Missouri build, which I've been working on for well over a month. Working on being, 5 minutes here, 30 minutes there. I don't think I've had an hour block of time to devote to it. But just little bits and pieces of time here and there. I did a little over an hour's worth of work on December 7th. I was watching some of the commemorations and whatnot, and that's when I put together the 5-inch guns for it. So anyway, it's coming along slowly, and it's a project that I'm working on here and there a little bit because I've got a lot of other stuff going on the bench, and I'll show you here in just a minute. So coming up tomorrow for Christmas, I would like to do a what's in the box, because it's Christmas and you gotta open up a package. So we're gonna open up a box. It's actually a toolbox, and I'm gonna show you folks what I have in my portable toolbox. I thought I had done this before, but I apparently never did. And there were some folks that were asking about airbrushes, compressors, things like that. And I thought, I'm going to show my I call it my auxiliary box, but it's on the go for when I go places, do demonstrations, or if I'm just traveling and know that I'm going to be doing some modeling, I take it with me. Also in the wintertime, I take it into my office and use it as a place where I can put all my paints and, glues and knives and things like that. So that's coming up tomorrow. That ought to be interesting. I know after all of the family and food and opening up gifts and whatnot, you're going to want to have some downtime and take a little bit of that downtime and check out what's in the box tomorrow. On the stash, we looked at that Portland, which, I feel bad that the hull was warped, and I couldn't give them a stellar review on their kit. Because I like SS Model. I like what I've gotten from them. The little 40 millimeter or 20 millimeter Olicons that I got recently from them, they give you more for like half the price. So it's a great deal. They're well printed. I built some of their stuff before. My T10 E5 tank there, or E4, whatever it is. It's from them. I think it's a good company. Unfortunately, sometimes those resin pieces do tend to, because they're long and skinny, they tend to warp. So I'm going to get a hold of them, see if they'll be willing to replace it. We're talking about a kit that's $100, and for that kind of money, you want to be able to have something you can build and work on. The one thing that they need to change desperately is the way they do instructions. They need to actually do an instruction manual of some sort, even if it's rudimentary. I mean, good grief. So this is the one from the Vestal years ago that I built, and these are actually really good. I mean, it gives you a parts breakdown here. Sorry, you can't. It's hard to see. You know, and where different things are on the photo etch tree, and then just good, good instructions. A little color-coded paper that you can barely see with good eyes, let alone older people eyes, just isn't going to work. So anyway, I hope you guys found that of some value. We're going to be looking at cars for a bit. I've got a whole bunch to review, and I'm not sure which one we'll have this week, but we'll definitely have something on Thursday for you. So I'm going to show you guys real quick what I'm working on here. So here is the USS Tennessee. I'm going to do a video on these here shortly. Here's my California back in the background. They're getting restored. They got all sorts of parts and pieces. But what's happened is 20 plus years ago, I built that California. I can't remember how I got the kit, if I bought it outright or I got it in a trade for something, but I got a good deal on it, and I built it, and it was the wrong scale for what I was doing, which was at the time 1/425th, but it was close enough, and it actually sat up at the Olympic Village here in Salt Lake City back for the Olympics. The whole time the Olympics were here, I had a display at the local museum that was right there on campus where they had the Olympic Village. So a lot of folks got to see my Battleship row at the time that I had, and as part of that, I did this. Since it wasn't exactly on Battleship row, it was kind of in the area. Did you really just get a ball out of there yourself? My dog is stealing her Christmas presents, which are tennis balls. She just unwrapped one. Oh well. Anyway, so it's been sitting back there on the shelf for years, getting damaged. At some point, I was able to pick up another haul, and this one was from a different company. It was still a California, but it was from a different company. It was a two-piece, one end forward and aft in resin. Anyway, I put it together, knowing it's the sister ship to the California, so it's going to be very similar in a lot of ways. Mainly, it's the bridge that's different. So what I did is I went ahead and put it together. Never really displayed it. It has no photo etch for it, except for the cage masts. And I decided recently to go ahead and update the bridge, get the paint scheme right on it, and make it the way it was on December 7th. So that's what I'm currently doing with these two out here when I get some time to work. When I'm not working out here, when I'm in the office and I'm working on the Missouri. So that's kind of what's going on in this busy world. And notice I'm festive today. I'm celebrating the little bit of snow that we got by dressing in my tropical attire. So, well, hey, I'm going to let you folks go. Very busy day for everybody today. Merry Christmas to you tomorrow. And we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, for What's in the Box. Have a great week.